What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host and still your WWE pay-per-view champion here, the hot commodity Ant C. And I'm joined by my friend and the person who didn't win the predictions this time.
Yeah, I lost. I lost, but there's a pay-per-view coming up next month. But
All right, Chamber.
Chris, co-host here, you know, sucks that I lost. You guys know I've only been champion one time, and yeah,
There were a couple of moments where I was like, I thought you were gonna win, but then the sort of like the main event kind of
well,
tipped everything
I
off.
got Naomi coming. I literally said Naomi's coming back,
Yeah,
second person to come in the Rumble. I was like, I'm already up nothing. I'm confident. And then Bailey wins, and I'm like, fuck. And then Cody wins, and I'm like, shit. And then we both had Roman and Logan, and I'm like,
damn. I think when Bailey won, I was like, yes, I think I'm gonna get this. I don't know. I had a weird, you know, and that one point with Naomi, like you had mentioned, was another little signifier.
if you just would have said Cody, you would have beat me out the water because you said it was gonna be a tie.
Yeah, yeah, I did, but because I really didn't think
But
they would let Cody. Like I
no,
didn't,
I know.
and we'll get
Well, we're
there.
gonna talk about it because I'm sure I'm not happy.
Well, we're covering the WWE Royal Rumble 2024 live in St. Petersburg, Florida, January 27th, 2024. And we get the opening package, which was like a promo from Hulk Hogan. Um, I guess he's from Florida, so they
Yeah, he's
want
from Florida.
they want to showcase that. And then Pat McAfee comes out to join the commentary team. Do you like Pat?
Yes, he's a
He's
full-time
good.
member now. He'll be on Raw every week.
Yep, I like him. He's good. He came out, so that was exciting to see him. And we get the women's Royal Rumble to start out. And the first entrant is Natalia. And then we get Naomi as number two. And I popped when Naomi came back. I call her
So did
Murph.
I.
So I was happy that Murph came back. And she looked good. I was excited for the little whoa for the little TNA action that we saw later on, but it was great to see Naomi back. They should have just called her Trinity. I know that her name is Naomi in WWE, but I don't know. I like her better as Trinity. But Naomi's back. Number three is Bailey. And I was like, all right, my girl's got this. I was, hoping she was going to get the win. Then Candice LeRae came out at number four. And I wasn't really, I like Candice, but, they just needed to fill a spot. Then number five was the TNA Women's Champion, the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace. I was happy to see her too. They were saying she was going to show up, so I kind of had an idea she was going to be there, but I didn't expect her to come out so early on. And I was like, yes, like when she was in there with Bianca and like with all the other like WWE ladies, I was like, this is awesome because like I've thought of seeing them go against each other, so to actually see it happen was great. Um, and we'll talk about her at the end. Indy Hartwell's number six. Number seven is the women's tag champion Asuka. Eight is Ivy Nile. We get Katana Chance at nine. Bianca Belair is number 10. And I was like, all right, Bianca's in this. Okay. We get Kyrie Sane at 11. Tegan Knox at 12. Kaden Carter's 13. Chelsea Green representing Pride, respect to her. She was number 14. And then her partner, Piper Niven, was 15. They had like a cool moment where Piper almost looked like she was going to drop Chelsea, but she didn't. And they were just having a fun moment there with each other. And Chelsea Green got fucked up during this match, but it was funny to see. Uh, let's see. Number 16 is Zia Lee. Then we get Zelina Vega at 17. Maxine Dupree at 18, who they do a terrible that like little Hurricane Rana thing. And that's kind of Bailey's fault if you think about it. Bailey should have moved. Like she just sort of stood there, but it wasn't looking good. We get Nia Jax at 19, and Nia just annihilates everybody. Shotzi's 20, then Becky Lynch is 21. We get Alba Fire at 22. Shayna Baszler's 23, and then 24 is Valhalla. Our truth comes out though, and he thinks he's like supposed to be in the like women's Royal Rumble, and it's supposed to be a funny segment, but I didn't care for it. Nia tosses R-Truth out quickly, and then he's gone. We then get Mia Yim, Zoe Stark, Roxanne Perez, and if you watch like the pre-show, you could see her name. When one of the wrestlers was coming out, they were like showing like her name being practiced on the Tron, so I knew she was going to
Oh
show up.
yeah.
Then we get Jade Cargill, which I was happy to see. She looked great. 29 was
Jade
Tiffany.
Cargill. Oh yeah, yeah,
We'll get there. Tiffany
yeah.
Stratton's 29. Liv Morgan was 30, and the final four are Jade, Liv, and uh, wait, final three are Jade, Liv, and Bailey, and then Bailey ends up winning here. She ends up hanging on. So I'll just throw it to you quick. What were your takes on this women's Royal Rumble match?
10 times better than the men's. Best match of the night. Best women's Royal Rumble of all time.
Really?
This women's Royal Rumble was fucking great. I might be gassing it a little bit too much. But we had a lot of moments that we haven't gotten in the men's Rumble in the last 2 years. Pretty predictable. Cody coming at 30, Becky winning the year before, Edge winning it, but like whatever. This Rumble had oh shit. Let me rewind a little bit. Jordan Grace coming out, them mentioning TNA, them acknowledging the fact that Jordan Grace beat Naomi to win that title, her going to face the faces with Bianca, like you mentioned, Jade Cargill finally showing up, eliminating Nia Jax face to face with Bianca. Crowd went nuts. Um, there's the R-Truth I thought was great. There's a lot of, to me, there was more. Oh, like more. Okay, let's go. Than the men's Rumble, and there were some spots that were like Maxine's. Um, you know, not a lot of the participants were, how do I say this? Like, oh, like, okay, Ivy Niles here. Okay, Roxanne Perez is here. Great final three or six. I just think people are disappointed in the fact that Sasha didn't return. This is why you don't listen to Dirt Sheets people. But overall, this women's Rumble match was one of the best ones, if not the best one. I mean, when have we seen a Rumble, women's Rumble? I'm talking about that had a okay. First off, we had the crossover last year. WWE announced it. Mickey James has already been in the WWE spotlight. The Jordan Grace thing, in my opinion, was different and better. So, yeah, I mean, this had more moments, in my opinion, than any of the women's matches, any of the matches that night. Great stuff. Pissed off Becky didn't win, but she doesn't need to win to go fight Rhea.
Yeah.
I just don't know why Bailey needs to win to fight Io if that's who she's going to challenge on Friday, but good match.
Um, I just wish they added. I know I'm gonna sound like every fan, but I just kind of wish they added a couple of legends. Like I like the surprises. Like I was like, listen, I was glad that I saw Jordan Grace. That was really good. I just think like I don't know. Like I'm glad I didn't say AJ Lee though, because I was thinking about her after we did the.
Yeah, it's another
I
person
was
that
like,
people are
I was gonna
disappointed.
say her, but then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go Naomi because she's an easy pick. But I like that. Yeah, Naomi came back. I like the moment where I'm sorry, Jade Cargill eliminates Nia Jax and Becky just standing there laughing. Like that was cool. Um, and I do think I like the idea of having like the final. I don't know, was it the final six? It was Liv, Tiffany,
Liv,
Jade,
Jade, Bailey.
Bailey,
Liv, Jade, Bailey, Tiffany.
and Becky, right?
Uh, no,
Oh,
it
Becky was
was
in the final.
Bailey, Liv, Bianca, Tiffany,
Who are we forgetting?
Liv
Anyways,
Morgan.
whoever those girls are, they
Yeah.
should be in the Elimination Chamber match. That would be really cool. I know they're not going to do that, but it would be cool just because like I know that like Tiffany Stratton's still in NXT and Jay Cargill, but like maybe this could be like their way of like coming up and like I don't know, but um, I don't think it was terrible. I liked it. I was more into the moments where Jordan Grace got to fight the WWE ladies, and Jay Cargill had the moment with Bianca Belair. It was kind of cool. So there are a lot of good stuff here. So yeah, it was okay. I wouldn't say it was the best because I'm just all about nostalgia because I'm old. So I like the first one, the first Rumble, but this one was a good one. There was a lot of good power, like star power in that match. So um, all right, our next match was the WWE Championship in a fatal four-way. We got Randy Orton taking on LA Knight, AJ Styles, and the WWE Champion Roman Reigns. And they started the match smart. They all attacked Roman. But we saw moments where LA Knight slams AJ Styles head into the table 6 times. Randy Orton nails his back suplexes onto the table to, I think, Roman Reigns. Uh, we then see AJ Styles nail a Pele kick and Styles clash to Roman, but LA Knight breaks it up. Um, Randy nails an RKO to Roman, but Solo pulls the ref out of the ring. And then Solo hits a Samoan spike to Randy and LA Knight, and Solo stacks up both LA and Orton. He misses a hip attack, he being Solo, and he goes through the railing outside on the floor. The match continues. AJ grabs a chair and he nails Roman with chair shots. But the end comes when Roman tosses LA into the ropes into AJ Styles. He hits a Superman punch to LA and a spear to AJ, and Roman Reigns retains the title. We all knew Roman was going to win this one, but what did you think of the match? Was it a good match in your eyes?
It was boring as fuck.
I agree.
I'm
It
sorry.
wasn't
It
that
was
good.
boring. Roman wins. Let's move on. Not move on from like this. Like I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but
like
that's how you
move
felt.
on
Like,
from
yeah,
Randy, AJ, and LA Knight. The storyline was okay. It was kind of bland. Move on from that. Like let's move on from that. Now that we know who won the fucking Royal Rumble, let's go. I did. I've been saying this, Ant. You have to start building up your your WrestleMania matches in January. They did that. I will say they did that on on Saturday, but this match was okay. I mean, I hope Randy's hurt. We just had him back. We just got him, but other than this match was, I don't want to say a clusterfuck, but like, don't do the spots where you have LA Knight going 1, 2, or Randy Orton hitting an RKO 1, 2, or AJ Styles hitting a phenomenal 1, 2, and then Roman Reigns hits that stupid spear and it's
that's
1, 2, 3. We know that's gonna happen. They do that same spot. Solo Stacola. This match is just for you, even though
Cola.
you're not gonna see it because you deactivated your fucking Twitter. Stop coming out in the hoodie. We know it's you. You had me standing up thinking it was gonna be like Zilla Fatu or Jacob.
You're
And it's
sitting there like, yo,
Cola
this
with
is
your
gonna be a fucking
your
miracle.
I recognized your fucking pants. Stop coming out in that gay ass hoodie. We know it's you every single time. You don't need to go.
Yeah, taking it all slow, like we're supposed to be
You're
shocked.
not gonna get a pop. We know it's you, my boy. You do this
It's
shit
me,
every time.
Austin. It was me all along.
But no, this match sucked. We can move on.
Yeah, it really wasn't that good. I wish that
The
they.
next match sucked too. The next match disappointed me. I thought it was
I
gonna be
think
better.
that
Don't care for it.
they should have just done a singles match with Randy and Roman for me to think it would have been good. But yeah, I agree with you. Let's move on. We see Jelly Roll in the crowd. He's a country singer, right? I don't really know much of his stuff, but
I listen to his music. He seems like a really cool and nice guy, though.
respect. We get the U.S. Championship on the line. Logan Paul defending against Kevin Owens, and Kevin pretty much kicked Logan's ass in this match. Um, Logan nails the buckshot lariat, which I always find funny because that's Adam Page's move, and Logan just pretty much took that shit. Uh, we basically see Logan attacking Kevin Owens' hand throughout the match. Logan Paul's friend Jeff comes out, and Austin Theory and then Grayson Waller come out, and Theory passes Logan Paul a brass knuckles. Kevin Owens able to hit Logan Paul with a right, and then he like grabs the knuckles and then nails out Logan Paul, pins him. The ref goes for the count of three. He sees the knuckles on Kevin Owens' hands, and Kevin Owens gets disqualified after Owens attacks Logan Paul, tossing him into the ring steps and nailing a pop-up power bomb through the announce table. Uh, I was glad to see Paul get his ass kicked. I mean, we knew he wasn't going to lose, but what do you think? You say it wasn't a good match to you.
I don't give a fuck because it sucks that the Royal Rumble has been like this. We know every year that what's gonna happen in the Rumbles. The champion never loses the match at Rumble. Friday we're gonna see LA Knight and Logan. That's my prediction. We're gonna get that build up. Kevin Owens, poor him. They kind of did him dirty. I don't really know if he's gonna be a part of WrestleMania, and he main evented night one last year. Think about that. Uh, this match was okay. I mean, typical Kevin Owens. Logan Paul looks great. He's improving a lot. I just wish he was on weekly television a little bit more. It's him winning's best for business, especially when you're doing a big event like WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised. I just quite frankly, like the two matches besides the Rumble, I did not care for. I didn't really pay attention to. One, because I was at work, but two, I really just the two Rumble matches is I were the matches I really paid attention to. I can give good critiques, good my opinion at least, but like these two matches just it felt very rehearsed, very and I know we're talking about Logan Paul and KO, but I'm talking these. I feel the same way about both these matches, so I'm kind of talking about that as well. If that makes sense. Like they both just felt choreographed. Let's get this done with. We need to put two singles matches to add more to the card before the Rumble. I again very predictable. I just don't know what else to say about it because it
Yeah.
caught no interest in me. And it was very obvious.
Well, like I mean, the buildup was lackluster too. Like this whole buildup to this Royal Rumble was not that good, except for like the matches themselves. Like what I'm talking about who's going to be in it.
The men's rumble match was the men's rumble match was the best build up, but the women's was better.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the men's Rumble match. We have coming. I won't go over everyone's numbers, but I'll just go over the important people. We got Jey Uso coming out as number one. Number two is Jimmy Uso, which is cool. You got to see the two brothers going at it. Number three was the return of Andrade. No, you're good. I was happy to see him come back. We get Dominic Mysterio, Carlito, Karrion Cross, Bobby Lashley. Then we get a moment where Bobby Lashley eliminates Karrion Cross. Then Cross gets rid of Lashley, and the Street Profits and AOP brawl up the ramp, and it was just sort of like distracted the situation. We get Kaiser, Austin Theory, Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes is number 15, Bronson Reed, Kofi Kingston, Gunther, Ivar. We see Braun Breaker at number 20. Omos returns. Pat McAfee does a moment. JD McDonough, R-Truth, The Miz, Damian Priest, number 27, CM Punk, 28, Ricochet, 29, Drew McIntyre, and 30 was Sami Zayn. And the final three were Gunther, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes got the win, eliminating CM Punk after CM Punk was just talking shit to Cody Rhodes. And after Cody gets the win, He points at Roman Reigns in the skybox to pretty much say, "I'm coming after you." So let me know your thoughts. And you froze. Oh, and you're on mute, buddy. There we go. All right.
Okay. So let's talk about this. So they started off hot with Jimmy and Jay. I mean, when Jimmy's music hit, I was like no way. First off, I was puking my guts out Saturday, but watching this because I was sick. But I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, like they could have saved that for another time. But this goes back to me believing that you should start building your Rumble matches. So this was this was good. They didn't touch each other too much when other people started getting involved, so that was good. Why the fuck did Andrade have to go touch Santos Escobar? That's the one thing they should have waited for.
Yeah.
Andrade coming back, cool. Why did Santos have to go after him right away? That would have been something you could have done on SmackDown.
Yeah, like a lead up to make you kind of figure out who Andrade would sort of side with the feud going on.
CM Punk. I'm just talking about the key things that I wrote down in my at home. I forgot. CM Punk came out at what, 27?
Yes.
The man looked gas. I mean,
He got injured like right away.
he was so tired. Like I watched his Madison Square Garden match again, and he didn't look bad, but I think we need to start seeing Punk wrestle on TV. Because that ring rust when you get older is bad. And he looked so gassed, so winded. But again, when he said he didn't wait to lose to Dusty Sun, I knew Cody was going to win. Pissed me off with the winner. Very predictable. That's why I thought this match wasn't the best one on the card. I thought it was very I thought it was very predictable because I mean when something like that happens, when Cody's in the finals, when they show, I mean Roman and Seth were there, but I know it just felt predictable to me. And they could have done the ending better, but there were some good spots in the match, like I mentioned. I did enjoy. What else did I enjoy? Oh, the Pat McAfee spot was stupid.
Yeah,
I think they
that
would.
was a waste of time.
I think that was supposed to be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I heard that. Like, I think you probably heard too that everything that happened with Braun Breaker was supposed to be
Brock
Brock.
really good.
Yeah, he did do
So
good.
it was a good men's rumble, just very predictable and not a lot of oh shit, here we go moments.
Yeah,
And it may have to do with Brock not being there. Who knows?
yeah. I just kind of wish, just because of everything going on with Vince and like because of all that drama, I wish they had some surprises just so that like there could have been a little bit more to talk about. But again, like it was like you said, it was a decent rumble. Like I agree. I think the women's rumble was better than the men's, but all in all, it was a decent pay-per-view. Decent start to the 2024 year. So next WWE pay-per-view is going to be Elimination Chamber, and that's in Perth, Australia. That's in February. We're excited for that. We'll be covering Raw from January 29th soon. I'll be dropping shortly. SmackDown's coming up. Christian, thank you for joining me today. I still am the
Yeah.
champion, so that's good. And until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.